So I picked this little bundle up off eBay for the grand total of £31.25, including postage. Now they're all advertised as spares, repair, untested, but you know, regardless of the fact that we've got what 3 mini discs here, a couple of Walkmans, and then some miscellaneous like portable radios and things, we do have a nice selection of mini discs that can be used, and we even got a couple of and we've even got a couple of these, which are high MD 1GB discs, and these are expensive things. These are more than £31 alone, and then we've got a few more in there. So no doubt a lot of these won't work, or will be just junk because they're advertised as spares or repair, not working, untested, blah blah blah. Usual eBay rubbish for it's all junk. But the discs alone are worth it. So anything that we get working out of here is a bonus. Anything that's half working, we can get another machine and transplant it and make a nice little machine out of it. So join me as we go through them all and see what's what. Now looking through the machines here, we've got a MZNH600, which is a high MD machine. Well, I'm again very tatty, but worth a lot of money if working. We've got a MZR500, which is a pretty common recording machines. Oh, it's MDLP as well. Then you got another. We got another MZNH600 here, high MD machine. So I mean, these are expensive if they're working. That's in better condition than that one. Nice little Walkman, FM Walkman WM, which is a WMFX 290. Quite a tatty Walkman there. What's that? A WMFX 477. A Creative Movo 2, a little 4GB player thing, and then a DAB pop kit radio from Philips. What we'll do is we'll have a look at these mini discs and see if any of these actually work or do anything. Oh, it's got a mini disc in there. So we want a double A in there. No disc, that says, but that might just be at least it powers up, so it's a start. Oops, mind you, was that a high MD disc? That can't get the disc back out now. Well, that's not normal. Close it. Sure, these are supposed to spring back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to work in there anyway. We've got a 1GB high MD disc here, and that's not a high MD Walkman. Let's put one of my known working discs in. Oh, it's running. Oh, now it says error, but is that the disc or? Yeah, it just says error. Right, the laser doesn't feel to be moving up or down, so I'm just trying to manually release it and see if it'll actually move on its own. Oh, it's working now. I think what we have with this one, it needs a bit more attention because obviously there should be a little spring release in this, and it's not. But the issue with this one, I don't think you can get to see very well in there. Let me just shine that in. That copper part that you can probably see, that's part of the head assembly, and it wasn't sliding left and right. It should slide that way and that way. When I first tried playing the discs, it was over here, which is the end of the disc, so it wasn't trying to read the table of contents. So I slid it back and forth a few times, and it appears as if now it's actually playing. So we've got this one playing, but we need to take this top cover off because for some reason the raise head's out. So we're going to have to fix that, because that's not how it should be. So we'll come back to that one. Let me know if you want to see a separate video on this one where we take it apart and hopefully get it working properly. Right, so we'll try this Sony WM-FX290 now, see if this works. Right, where do the batteries go in this thing? Ah, so that's not the front. I thought that was different then, as in for the tape opening. We want the battery that way. I can hear a motor going at least, that's the start. Yeah, okay, so that's turning. Forward wind, rewind, proper taping. It's playing but a bit noisy, so we'll test that on an amp. So that looks like that's okay. Let's have a look at this. I'll take the battery out, I'm going to need it. Any hold buttons or anything? Doesn't seem to be any life on this one. There's a tape in it as well. Awake, whatever that is. So this is logic one, isn't it, by the looks of it? Yeah, nothing. So that's going to be probably rusty contacts or something. So that's the one to investigate on. Likewise, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on that one. Alright, so this is a high MD machine here with another. I mean, these discs are expensive, so the fact I've got a couple of these discs to start with is a good sign. Right, battery. Do we have any life? The display has lit up. Put a mini disc in that we know works. Attempting to read. Oh, it's playing. I don't know if you can see that. Whether we skip tracks on this thing. Oh, I think we're missing a. Are we missing something from around there? I think we're missing a part of the control dial to operate it. Let me know in the comments if there should be something there, because I think there should be something there. So how can I make it actually play from here? Pushing and playing that. No, it's gone off now. I mean, obviously you've got the controller, it would work from the controller. I do have some controllers, I'll have to dig them out and find them. So I mean, it is reading discs, so if you could get this machine working, you've got an expensive machine because it's a high-end PD machine. So I've got like one working, one half working. So at the mini discs we've got, oh, is that another one? Another high MD. Ah, look, that one's got the dial on it. I mean, it's battered, but you can see now that one's got the dial on it. So I could possibly use these two to get one working, even though they're a bit grotty. Let's see if this one's working then. You could just use this one as parts, maybe take all that off to put on this one, or take the door off, you know, the panel or something. Right, let's try my non-working disc. Put that in. Oh, power's all up. Hopefully you can see that. And that's playing as that one. So yeah, the issue with the other one is obviously this. This one's working, it's just very bad cosmetic condition and it's missing the thing on the back. But when I'm pressing stop, it's pausing. It should be stopping. So obviously whatever's going on with the other one is the same on there. It all wants taken apart and a good clean. But if I can find one of these that's broken but in good condition, I could just transfer, you know, the parts over. So that's not too bad actually. So what we have got going on is both of these work, sort of. That one will actually play because it's got all the dial and everything on it. That's missing. So them two are sort of 50-50. That is dead. That works. And that works but needs attention. So it's not a bad little haul, really. I don't even think I'm going to bother with these because a dab pocket radio. And as I say, all that lot was £31. £31 and 25 pence.